The previous discussion we had about major scales and modes and so on and so forth were on the piano. Well, we're going to do them on the bass. Here's my bass, right? I'm going to go up to, let's see, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 8th fret on the E string, right? And I'm going to play a C major scale. I'm going to play it like this so you can see my right hand. I told you that there are 8 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 degrees in a major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, and 5 makes a major chord. If I lower the 3rd, okay, that makes a minor chord. That's pretty easy. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 5th. That's pretty understandable. We also need to know on a bass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 over, 2 up. Up is toward the skinnier string. Down is toward the fatter string. Down is toward the end of the neck. Up is toward the pickups and the bridge. So just so we're straight on that. So here we need to know what an octave is. So if we know that that's a 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we know that that's an octave, and then we put this finger here, I guess that must mean that that's the 5th of that note. Well, actually, you could make an assumption and go, okay, well, if this is where I'm starting, that's the 5th of, this is the 5th of that. This is the 5th of that. That's the 5th of that, and so on and so on. Or this is one of that 5th. Or if I make an octave, this is an octave higher than that. This is an octave lower than that. So wherever your little finger is the top of the octave, and wherever your first finger is, when you're actually playing octaves, yes, when you're playing a major scale, you go like this. But when you're playing in practical terms, Super Mario Brothers, or disco, you're actually going to play like that because it doesn't hurt as much. Okay, so if I were to start a major scale and go like this, 1, I'm just going to use 5 notes because I don't feel like going all the way up. And I just started on the 2nd note and stopped on the, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th note from the starting point. And then went to 3 of the major scale, 1, 2, 3, and did the same thing. And then go to the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You see what I'm doing? I'm doing what I did on the piano, which was or now it's kind of hard to do this on the bass graphically, so it makes sense visually on the bass, because the bass and the piano have nothing to do with each other in terms of their visual similarity. They just don't. Piano has no overlapping notes. On a bass, for instance, this bass note right here can also be played right here. Well, you can't do that on a piano. This bass note right here can also be played right here, can also be played right here, can also be played right there. You can't do that on a piano. So we have to make some sort of mental adjustments. So those mental adjustments are these. I'm going to take this C. I'm going to go right here and play this C, okay? I'm going to do that business where I went like this. Do that on the bass. Okay, what you need to know is the primary shape. This works on the bass. It does not work on, you don't have primary shapes necessarily on the piano, but the primary shape for a major chord, 3-note chord, otherwise known as a triad, is this. And this is going to be my starting note. Little fact that you need to know if you want to calculate major scales. Major scales are all whole steps except between 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. 3 to 4, 7 and 8. 3 to 4, 7 and 8. Between the 3rd degree and the 4th degree, the 7th degree, and the octave. There's a half step. Half step is this. This is a whole step. On a piano, an equivalent, an adjacent key is that. And a piano, skipping one key and then going to the next one, that's a whole step, that's a half step, that's a whole step, that's a half step. I'm going up, whole step higher, half step higher than this. I'm going to start here. This is a whole step lower than that. This note here is a whole step lower than that. Got it? So, the primary shape for a major triad is this. Easy. It's a triangle, right? Now, I could go like this to go to the next degree, the second degree of a major scale, which gives me a minor chord shape. Because we know that if we have a major chord, the third is what makes it major or minor. If I just lower that, okay, I get it. Okay, I'll go to the second degree. I told you, where's my piece of paper? I told you that 1, 4, and 5 are always major chords in a major scale, and 2, 3, and 6 are always minor. The seventh is something called the diminished, which is 1, flat 3, flat 5. Using that information, 1, 2 is minor, 3 will be minor also. 4 and 5 will be major. 5. Okay, 6 is minor. 7 is flat 3 with a it's a minor chord with a flat 5. Regular 5 would have been like it, but it's not. It's this. And then 8 is this. You're not really going to do that. It's more of an exercise. What you are going to do is this. You're going to go like this. Minor chords are usually started with the first finger. It's a big long explanation, and I don't think I want to tell you, except if I just told you that if you're going to grab for a major chord, grab this. If you're going to grab for a minor chord, grab this. It makes a whole lot of sense in the long run. So when I do that song, Ooh Baby Baby, which was Ooh Baby Baby, Ooh Baby Baby, like I did in the first video, it would be Ooh Baby Baby, Ooh Baby Baby. Back to 1. So the 1 chord, the 2 chord, the 3 chord, major, minor, minor, and if I wanted to go to the 4. So always start, just if you don't know where to start, always start your major chord with the middle finger. Always start your minor chord with the first finger. If you want to go to 4, 4 and 5 are major, so that means middle finger. Nothing much to know there. There are more complex ways to do this, but for the moment, let's not even think about that. So let's use that thinking for the moment on the electric bass and see where that takes us. Okay, see ya.